Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? To those of you who are watching this now and will be watching this later, baby, I have a channeled message, a sweet message for you. Now, I had no idea there was such a thing as Singles Day. And when you think about it, when you really think about it, I'm not saying think about it. I've seen some posts of some women out in the world who are making posts about Single Day. And they're saying things like, yes, singlehood, and, something about, there was one woman who posted something about not needing anyone. And I want, you know what, we're not going to even get into all of that because that's not why I'm coming here. But I do want to say how misinformed that young lady is. How misinformed she is about singlehood. This is why I'm coming. This is what I've been called to do. I come here to talk about those things that most people sweep under rugs or just don't get it. So let me jump right into it. Welcome to Fireside Chats for Global Women, because turning pain into power is sexy. My name is Timmésha Burgess, and I am the creator and host of Fireside Chats. Fireside Chats has been around since 2018 and has evolved over time as I have evolved, as my journey has evolved. So here I am. Let's see. So I titled this, Why Singlehood Makes You More Attractive. And it's not just the fact that you're single and you're available for the pickings. That ain't it. Let me just break some things down. Let me open my legs so I can be really raw and uncut and allow this energy to channel through the way it wants to channel through. Okay, Spirit, so what do you want to say? I wrote some things down, but what do you want to say, Spirit? Number one, just for a little kiki and a little laugh, let me just say something about singlehood that I find absolutely freeing and necessary. Now let's break down singlehood for 1 second. Singlehood, think about it, the word itself, singlehood is a portion of your journey. We are on a planet with 7.5 billion other motherfuckers. Okay? We are on the planet with 7.5 billion other human beings. And for some reason, some people out here, women and men, okay, think that singlehood is supposed to be a forever journey. If you were meant to be alone, you would be on this planet by yourself. There wouldn't be 7.5 billion others around, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I get it. I am a hermit myself. I love being home. I love being indoors. I love being in my own company. I love being with my family sometimes. Most of the time, I love being by myself. You want to know why? Not because I'm not interested in romance. Not because I'm not interested in a relationship. Not because of any of those things. But when I am alone, I get to be completely in my rawest energy. I get to be relaxed. Now, ladies, let's keep it real. Let's keep it very, very real. You know, when you're in a relationship, you are going to be doing what you can to make sure that you are maintaining your cutesies as much as you can. Most of the time, aren't you? You're going to try to make sure your hair all right. Not perfect, but you're going to be trying to make sure your hair is good. You know, you're trying to make sure your perfume is on. There are days, honey. There are moments where I get up, I don't even feel like washing my ass that day. But you know, when you're in a relationship, you're going to have to wash your ass. Okay? Write this down, okay? Write this down. That is one of the joys of being single. There is this rawness and this wildness that we get to be when we are single. If you're enjoying singlehood in the right way, okay? There's a misconception. It's kind of like, okay, you're single, but what are you doing in your singlehood? Like, are you having fun and enjoying this unencumbered, uninhibited, wild parts of yourself, especially as women, that we don't exercise a lot. We don't exercise being wild enough. And when I say wild, I don't mean going out there and sowing your royal oats. Okay. I don't mean that type of wild. Now, if you do that, that's on you. Okay. That's your business. All right. That's your business. But I mean, we don't exercise this idea of just getting up and not doing your hair. Okay. Getting up ain't you know what? I ain't washing my ass today. I'm gonna get up this morning. I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna just go straight drink some tea today. I don't even feel like brushing my teeth right now. I may brush it later, but I'm not gonna brush it right now. This is the beauty of singlehood. If you if you are a plant-based eater like myself, now we're gonna keep it real, okay? We're gonna keep it all the way 100, not even 100, 100. If you are a plant-based eater, don't lie and say you don't have gas, okay? Do not lie and say that you don't have gas. That you don't have gas as a plant-based eater. Don't lie, okay? As a plant-based eater, baby, you have got to really be tuned in with your gut, with your digestion, because baby, some of the plant-based meals, they cause you to be a little gassy. Now, when you're single, so here's number 2. So we said number 1, all right? Get to wake up and just be a wild woman. Okay, no, don't do your hair. Don't feel like brushing your teeth. Don't brush your teeth, okay? Number 2, if you're plant-based eater and you got gas, baby, when you're single, okay? When you're single, you can just fart around. When you're single, what? When you are single, ladies, do not miss. I'm telling you, your singlehood isn't supposed to last forever. It's not supposed to last always. So while you're in this singlehood, baby, you better enjoy it. Okay? You better enjoy it because you get to just walk around and fart around. All right? Okay? You know when you go to sleep at night, if you're a plant-based eater, you know when you go to sleep at night, sometimes you may, sometimes one or two or 3 or 4 may slip out when you're sleeping. Now, when you're single, it's all right. But when you're in a relationship, you probably don't want to be, letting it rip on your man. I'm just saying, or your woman, whatever floats your boat. That's none of my business. As for me and mine, okay, I am strictly, let me clear this up while we're having this conversation. Just for me, people see a lot that I talk about being in my feminine energy and being in my masculine energy. They see me talk about my yin and my yang. I just want to make it very, very clear that although I have my being in both of my energies, my feminine and my masculine, I am strictly dickly. Okay? Let me just make it very, very clear. I am strictly dickly, and I have to say this. Why? Because the article that I wrote, The Power of Celibacy and Abstinence They Never Wanted You to Know. In that article, I talk about when you activate your feminine energy, how you attract everyone and everything. You attract the birds, the bees, the trees, honey. You attract men and you attract women. You do. When you activate your feminine yin energy, okay, you attract it all. Yes, you do. You attract it all. And you got to make sure that you do the inner work to develop the emotional intelligence you are going to need to properly walk in this power, to walk upright in this power. Because if you're not, and you're attracting all of this attention, you can develop toxic behaviors and fairly quickly. And we can see that out there in the world already. But if you want to know more about that, read the article. It is on my website now. It used to just be on Patreon, but now it's on my website, TimméshaBurgess.com. You can find it in the description box below. If not, check out the About page, but I'm pretty sure it's in the description box below. But let me just go back, okay? It's for me and mine, okay? Talk about feminine and masculine. I am strictly dickly. Let me just put it out there very, very plain. Yes, I have had women and men come on to me, of course, men, but I have women come on to me. I've had women come on to me. Let me make it very, very clear. I am strictly dickly. Yes, I am plant-based, and I do like fish every now and then, but baby, I don't like fish tacos. Okay? Nothing against my LGBTQA, B, C, D, LMNOP communities. I love you. Y'all are my sisters, my friends, whatever your pronouns are, that's cool. But just don't cross the line here, okay? Okay. I love me my vegan, thick, vegan sausage, okay? Okay? Okay, let's get back to the point. Let's get back to the point. All right. So we talked about the two, we talked about the two powerful aspects of being single and enjoying your singlehood. Let's go to number 3. This is the last one, number 3, because I don't want to make this video too long. So the first one was being able to wake up wild, right? Not do your hair, not brush your teeth. Maybe you don't want to take a bath, okay? You just want to be in your wild woman energy. You just want to Pocahontas this thing and just run through the woods with no shoes on. Just take a banana off the tree and bite into it. Okay? That is the power of singlehood. Okay, number 2. What was number 2? Remind me. What was number 2? Number 2. You get to fart around. And if you're farting in your sleep, baby, when you're single, that's the time to do it. You don't want to fart on your man in the middle of the night. Okay? Damn. Got to get some vino or something. All right. And number 3, the last one, number 3, the power of singlehood. Now, this is going to go back to the title, why singlehood makes you more attractive. Overall, you are getting to enjoy parts of yourself and getting to know parts of yourself, getting to activate parts of yourself, getting to awaken parts of yourself that you necessarily wouldn't be able to do when you're in a relationship. You know why? Because when you're in a relationship, ladies, guess what? And I know we know this, but I'm saying it out loud. When you're in a relationship, you're focused on your man. Okay, not that you neglect yourself, but let's just keep it real. When you're in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you like, baby, what you want to eat today? Baby, what are we going to eat today? Baby, where are we going to go today? Baby, where are we going to go this weekend? Or whatever the case is. And these are very surface level types of things, but I just want to keep it right here today. We're not going to dive too deep. But when you are single, you have the opportunity to get in tune with yourself in a way where when you're in a relationship, you're much too distracted to do. When you're single, you have this opportunity to align with yourself in a way, to love yourself in a way, to make love to yourself in a way that you don't get to do when you're in a relationship. Because when you're in a relationship, you don't get to be as selfish. Okay? When you're in a relationship, you don't get to be as selfish. As a single man or woman, now this is Fireside Chats for Global Women, so I'm going to address my ladies directly. As a single woman, this is the opportune time to teach yourself what making love should feel like to you before you ever decide to get in a relationship. Now, again, we are on a planet with 7.5 billion other people. If you choose singlehood forever, then that's your choice. Okay? But do know that you have options. 7.5 billion people, please. Please. You have options. And if the options do not exist amongst the 7.5 billion people, you, as an activated one, divine feminine, you as an activated, chosen one are so important that the universe will align in a way to bring a mate that aligns with you from a whole nother mother freaking star system, a galaxy, or planet if it has to. That is how infinite the power is that exists in us and around us. That is how infinite this power is. So make no mistake, singlehood is a powerful tool. It's a necessary tool when you know how to singlehood. When you know how to do this. And that's number one. The other thing is when you know what to do with singlehood and what singlehood is for. Singlehood it's like being in a class, right? We can think about the times we were in grade school. Okay, imagine singlehood being the 12th grade, and you're going to be graduating soon. You're going to be graduating the 12th grade soon, and you're going to be going on to your graduate or undergrad or graduate years of whatever that looks like to you. So imagine that your singlehood is a grade level that you're in life that is not supposed to last forever unless you choose for it to last forever. Why? Because you aren't doing the work. You're not doing the inner work, right? When you're in class, you're supposed to be studying. You're supposed to be reading and writing and studying and doing all of these things and researching. This is what singlehood is for you. In singlehood class, you're supposed to be reading about yourself, right? You're supposed to be writing about yourself. You're supposed to be learning about yourself. You're supposed to be doing research on yourself so that when you do decide to graduate, and again, if you're not doing this inner work in yourself, you won't graduate. You'll remain in singlehood. And that's okay, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with singlehood. It is a powerful place to be if you know why you're there, if you know why you're choosing to be there. But for those of you who are on this journey who knows that it is just a class, a phase in life, then you're doing the inner work, because soon you may decide to graduate. If not, you may decide to stay in that class forever, and that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Enjoy it. It's fun. It's absolutely fun because you just get to fart around even longer and wake up and not do your hair and brush your teeth and wash your ass, okay? You get to run with the wolves and enjoy running with the wolves. And not to say you can't run with the wolves when you're in a relationship, because what I do know is when you align with a partner that aligns with you, he'll be absolutely turned on by your wildness, okay? That'll be the reason why he fell in love with you in the first place. He'll be turned on by your wildness, and you'll be turned on by him being turned on by your wildness. Shit is just sexy, isn't it? Ooh. Anyway, so these 3 reasons that I just talked about are reasons why singlehood makes you more attractive. It makes you more attractive because you get to improve. Let me say improve. Yeah, I mean it's improving, but in singlehood, you get to activate yourself in a way that you never would have been able to do if you were in a relationship, because the relationship would be a distraction from yourself. For some of you, had you been in a relationship already, tell the truth. Would you have come into the power of who and what you are? Would you really have come into the power of who and what you are if you had not first gone through the class of singlehood to discover who and what you are and why you came to this planet? So remember, if this is celebrating Singlehood Day, you're celebrating Singlehood Day not as a way to separate yourself from men, ladies, okay? Or women, whatever your preference is. We talked about that a little while ago. Okay, if you missed this and you're watching this live, go back and rewind it. It'll be on YouTube, okay? Singlehood is not a way to separate yourself from men. Singlehood is the process of where you align all parts of yourself within. First, I'll say that again. Singlehood is not the place where you try to separate yourself from men. And if that is your aim, then you'll be back here again until you figure it out. Singlehood is not the phase where you try to separate yourself from men, but it is the phase, and it is a phase, if you choose it to be. It is the phase where you align all parts of you within. First, it is a powerful and necessary tool. A powerful and necessary tool. And I wish more women and young girls knew that singlehood had nothing to do with just being by yourself until some guy comes along to say, hey, will you be mine? I mean, singlehood is a class. It's a class for those women and men who are choosing it temporarily because they know there's some work that needs to be done within them. And there's some work that needs to be undone within them first. That's how this goes. Okay? So that's it. This is why singlehood makes you more attractive. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm going to try to keep these very short and brief going forward. Let me know if you like this and if you want to hear more. Again, this is Fireside Chats for Global Women, because turning pain into power is sexy. And I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao for now.